And now to the summit tonight between President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. The two world leaders meeting in Alaska as President Trump tries to broker a ceasefire in the war in Ukraine. Following the talks, the president saying there are still points to be agreed on before that can happen. Fox's Connor Hansen is live for us tonight in Anchorage with more on the meeting. Connor.
Don, talks between President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin lasted for nearly 3 hours. Afterwards, the two leaders seemed to agree they want to see the fighting stop in Ukraine and possibly renew relations between the U.S. and Russia, but there was no mention specifically of an immediate ceasefire. President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin began their high-stakes summit with a handshake, but ended without a ceasefire in Ukraine.
I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll, of course, call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them.
We need to eliminate all the primary causes of that conflict and agree with President Trump that, naturally, the security of Ukraine should be ensured as well.
After greeting one another at Elmendorf Air Force Base, the two leaders took President Trump's limo to the summit site where they spoke for more than 2.5 hours. President Trump says he wouldn't accept anything less than a ceasefire during Friday's talks. To end the fighting, Moscow has called for an end to Western weapons shipments to Ukraine and demanded Kyiv give up territory as part of any potential peace deal.
There were many, many points that we agreed on, most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite got there, but we've made some headway.
Trump suggested there will likely have to be some give and take on boundaries, but Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky says Ukraine won't give up any territory captured by Russia during the war.
We hope for a strong position from the U.S. Everything will depend on this. The Russians respect American strength alone.
And there was no word of a second meeting, including Zelensky, though President Trump said they would be speaking right after that summit. Now, Trump and Putin did suggest they would be speaking to each other very soon. Putin even inviting Trump to visit Moscow. Don?
All right, we shall see. Connor Hansen live for us in Anchorage. Thank you.